I know I said I was going to do review or rant review on Turbo, a Power Ranger movie. I swear after this video, you'll get that in the next video. And before I even go any further, talk about what I'm about to talk about, I can make an announcement, a sort of announcement. My release date for my film Star Raider. Don't worry, I know you guys are probably going to say to me, Alex, don't worry, take your time, do whatever you have to do. If you have to postpone your release, go right the hell on and do it. We will be patient. We know you make good stuff. But don't worry. Yes, I am going to postpone my release. I said I was going to release this on the 12th of this month. But I'm going to have to push it back for a couple of weeks. Until I can find a release date. I still need to work on this project. And I still need certain actors for certain days. And certain actors for certain, other days. So also, there's still more I have to do. I haven't done quite yet. But don't worry, guys. I know you're going to tell me, Alex, take your time. You'll make your project. You'll release it. And it'll probably be good. Yes. I will postpone. And I will wait until I can find a release date when I'm done. Fully done. 100% done. But now with that being done and said, speaking of Star Wars. Does anybody think Disney buying Star Wars was a big, giant, frickin' mistake? Does everybody now finally realize Disney buying Star Wars and Lucasfilm was a big, giant mistake? Now, you guys may have heard me talk about Rise of Skywalker before, but I'm sorry to tell you, I gotta talk about it one last time. And I promise you, this will be the one last final time I'm talking about Rise of Skywalker. Because you want to know why? I can tell you why. Rise of Skywalker is worse. I think even more worse than Last Jedi. Now, you guys may have heard me talk about Last Jedi before, but now I'm realizing, oh, God, is this worse than Last Jedi? Last Jedi, I may have said, oh, I did not like Last Jedi, and I already said my piece about it, but here's the one positive I can say about Last Jedi. The one positive. At least it had a plan of what it was trying to do. Now, I'm not saying Rian Johnson did a good job. Not saying that. Rian Johnson still ruined Luke Skywalker. Still ruined him. Ruined him completely. But Rise of Skywalker ain't getting off the hook that easy. I'm sorry to tell you, Rise of Skywalker is even more worse. Like with Last Jedi. Give it some credit. Snoke could have been a good villain if you explored him more. Kylo Ren turning on Snoke and fighting his sentries. That was a good fight scene, to be honest. Honestly. And once again, Finn falls in love with another girl, but still has a thing for Rey. Yeah, that's the part which, I know. The actress who plays Rose, I know, she's gotten a lot of hate. And honestly, at least she was useful in Last Jedi. Rise of Skywalker, they just have her as... They just pretty much turn her into Rocky in Power Rangers Zeo. to have her just be like the background character. Like, I'm not even kidding. Her character was like the main character in Last Jedi, and you have her just be this random ass character that no one's, people are just practically saying, so why are you even in this movie? Like, exactly what I'm saying. Why are you even in this movie? You're not even an important character. You had a big character arc in the last film, and you basically just like, hi guys, I'm just here. Hi guys, I'm just here. Hi guys, I'm just here. It's like, you didn't even do anything with Rose. It's like, why do you even have her? And once again, I understand it having the one thing I gave this movie a bit of a pass during the time, and now realizing, yeah, I think giving it a pass was pretty much a bad idea. But now realizing one important thing. When you want to know what that more important thing is? This was supposed to be Carrie Fisher's last film. And yes, she died during the time of, you know, back in 2016, during that time. And yes, even more worse, it's like, yeah, the one thing, that's the reason why I gave this movie a pass, because they had to work new ways to get Carrie Fisher in Rise of Skywalker. But one thing I have to say, killing Leia off, I thought was good, but now thinking about it, no. No! No! That's a dumbass thing to do! I mean, the best thing you could have done, at least use, like, a stand-in double to make it look like Leia's still a part of the... And you kill her off? What? I mean, it's bad you kill Han, and yes, I know most of you are going to say to me, so Alex, do you still like Force Awakens? Unfortunately, I still like Force Awakens, because at least Force Awakens, they had a plan. Last Jedi, they sort of had a plan, and now with this one, it's like, what are you even trying to do? Like, bringing Palpatine back? It's like, what? Even with Oscar Isaac, who has to painfully say, somehow or some way, Palpatine has returned. And I'm like, are you serious? Are you really freaking serious? Are you shitting me in the ass? You bring Palpatine back? So you made Vader's redemption scene pointless. You made Vader's redemption scene pointless. You pretty much ruined the prequels. You pretty much ruined the original Star Wars. It's like, you bring Palpatine back? Hello? Testing. You're fired. Yeah, like, why would you do that? It makes no sense. You just don't bring back someone because, oh, just because. Like, that doesn't make sense, people. That does not make no damn sense. So, how did he survive when Vader threw him in that crater in the Death Star? And you have to find the Death Star that somehow landed on another... that big old damn thing landed on a planet. That big, giant, round-ass damn thing landed on a freaking planet? Are you freaking kidding me? I don't even know where to even start. So, pretty much, why? So, you bring Palpatine back because why? Because you couldn't think of any original villain you could come up with? Maybe if you did something like, well, I don't know. maybe have them restore Snoke back, and you can have it be like the polar opposite of Snoke went from Emperor to now Servant, and now Kylo Ren's gone from Darth Vader to now Emperor. Like, you could have done something like that. That would have been a lot more original, or at least give a real reason why. Who was Snoke? No. Who was Snoke? Who was he? Why did he turn Ben Solo into Kylo Ren? Why didn't you just add, like, his reason why he picked Ben Solo? Those are the questions that more people were asking, and you just say, what would you say Snoke was just a copy of someone? And also, what if we just say, technically, you know, he was a copy of that Palpatine created? And just bringing Palpatine back? Now, here's how I can sum it up. You know what that just sounds like? And I know you're going to say to yourself, wow, it does sound stupid, because it is stupid. It's like bringing Darth Vader back, saying, no, people, I didn't die in Return of the Jedi. I just had a copy that was somehow me, and Luke never killed me at all. Luke never set me on fire when I died on the Death Star, and technically, I'm still alive. I'm not technically Luke's father or anything like that. That's what it sounds like! It sounds exactly like that. And thank God they didn't go for that route, because good God, that would suck ass. Now, let me ask this other question. Can people tell me what was the actual plot? Did things make sense in Rise of Skywalker? Anybody want to tell me what made sense in Rise of Skywalker? Can anybody tell me? Because really, I can just tell you, they just had no goddamn plan. They had no goddamn plan in Rise of Skywalker. And the last part I will go into pretty soon. But let me just tell you this. Why is everything so all over the place? We gotta find this. We gotta find that. Chewie's dead. Oh, Chewie's not dead. Oh, we met Lando Calrissian. Oh, we have to go to this planet to go there. We gotta go to this planet to do this. We gotta go to this planet to find the Death Star, the fallen Death Star. We have to find this chick who's been in a lot of J.J. Abrams films, and somehow she's dressed like a Power Ranger in space. And, we have, what else? Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, we have to, go here. We have to go here. We have to have 3PO eyes turn red for some strange reason. We have to, deal with 3PO losing his memory, then somehow regaining it back when he meets R2-D2. We also, Rey's Palpatine, and her parents were Palpatine's kids, and they were trying to get her away, and they left her at Jakku. Hold on. One sec. This is iced tea. Don't get it twisted. You guys clearly did not know how to come up with a Star Wars movie. Like, you couldn't come up with a coherent plot for a Star Wars movie. Like, you couldn't just come up with, like, a simple story. Just a simple story, not a story that's so... It's like jumping up and down like on a trampoline that doesn't know what it wants at all. But all I'm going to say is, like... Do you guys remember... before the prequels, those you old school Star Wars fans of the original series, did you remember when you first started Star Wars? Do you remember when those long ass lines you used to wait for 3 hours to get in to go see Star Wars? I mean, those long ass lines. People who are waiting like several blocks waiting to get into Star Wars. And also with the other movies, Empire, Jedi. Remember when those lines were significantly long and you have to hear certain people give spoilers saying, wow, I can't believe it. I can't believe Darth Vader is actually Luke Skywalker's father. Yeah, one of those people who spoil the endings to the end. And yeah. Let me take you back to when I first saw Star Wars. 1992. And yes, I was 4 years old. And finally learned to be potty trained. Hold on one sec. And I get rid of those pesky memories. Yeah, I do it. When I saw Star Wars at the age of 4 years old, this made me a fan. I saw creative worlds. I saw creative characters. I saw a creative story that you can just replicate in your own words or own scenario. George Lucas made Star Wars good. Now, of course, he didn't direct, Empire or Return of the Jedi. But the Star Wars movies meant a lot to me as a little kid. Didn't see them in theaters. Didn't see the special editions in theaters. But no, I can care less. This was an original storyline I can actually follow. Believe that characters who felt real, they might as well be real life people, or maybe real life people, or something like that. I'm getting ahead of myself. But all I'm just saying is, remember when Star Wars used to be great, and people were so excited to see the new Star Wars movies, and now freaking Force Awakens, we get the same thing. People waiting 3 hours to get in to go see Star Wars. When Force Awakens got released in theaters, it was like Star Wars Christmas. No. George Lucas likes to forget about that, and he wants us to forget about that. So yeah, I'm not talking about the Star Wars holiday special. We can all pretend that it doesn't exist. But now, when we get freaking Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker, we might as well be waiting to go use the bathroom in the theaters. That long ass wait in the bathroom for people to go after seeing this movie. Now, I know y'all may be saying, well, why you hate Last Jedi a little less? Well, here's why. At least Last Jedi knew what it was trying to come up with. At least Last Jedi knew what story it wanted to come up with, what character to ruin, and at least had an original villain. Or something that was original. Not just pulling something out of its ass and just giving us, hey, here's something that we did the best we could or couldn't do the best we could. It's like bringing Palpatine back is like the biggest sin. Why would you do that? And yes, I know I mentioned this before. And yes, the whole thing with Rey now coming up with her now adopted name. I already told you guys how in 2019 when this got released, me and Billy got our asses kicked cleaning this damn thing in every 12 theaters. I mean, every 12 theaters that had Rise of Skywalker were all trashed. Popcorn, nachos, just garbage all over the damn place. You know why? This is why. No one hasn't been here for years. Who are you? I'm Ray. Ray who? Ray Skywalker.
Boom! Kiss balls!
Boo! You suck balls!
Yeah, this killed Star Wars. Yeah, all you Star Wars haters out there, yes, this killed Star Wars. This truly killed Star Wars. Now, you haven't noticed one thing? Oh, Willie, what have you noticed? We haven't got any new Star Wars movies lately. Now, one new Star Wars movie in theaters. Now, to be fair, Obi-Wan didn't hate it, but it did a good job doing what it was trying to do. Not a great thing, but not a good thing. But at least it gave me what I wanted. Hugh McGregor's Obi-Wan Kenobi fighting Hayden Christensen in the Darth Vader outfit. That's one thing. Now, one thing I am looking forward for. Now, I don't know if it's coming. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. And that is the announcement of a Star Wars movie that stars Ryan Gosling. And that is Star Wars Starfighter. Now, yes, I am going to tell you this, and you might say, oh, that sounds exactly like you, but, actually, no, I'm looking forward for this. No, I'm not kidding. I'm looking forward for that. So, when 2027 comes around, I'm more than happy to watch that. But as of right now, they've been trying to make the Rey sequel Star Wars movie, which no one's not going to watch that. Let me just put it bluntly, I don't hate Rey. I just think it's kind of stupid that they now say, oh, anybody can be a Jedi. Anybody can now be a new Jedi. I'm like, yeah, Rey had to learn how to be a Jedi. But now they do this thing with now Finn is somehow knowing how to be a Jedi also? And yes, I know what you all want me to mention. The one thing that made no damn sense, which I have to say, yeah, it makes no damn sense. And that is General Hawks was a spy all this time? The guy who's pretty much been the villain in all two of these films, and now you've made him, you're saying all this time he was a spy? If the Ryan Gosling movie, Star Wars movie, tells a coherent story that makes sense, I will accept it. Or if it's just a mindless action movie, heck, I'll still accept it. But I'm sorry to tell you, this is even more worse than Last Jedi, Episode 1 and 2. And tell you the truth, Episode 1 and 2, to be honest, I'll still watch those. I mean, I did see those in theaters, and I had a couple of enjoyments. But, you know, if you're saying is it worse than Episode 3? I'm sorry to tell you, Episode 3 is a way, 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 way better movie. Much better than what they did in Rise of Skywalker. Because at least with the prequels, they had a plan. Show how Anakin Skywalker became Darth Vader. That's a plan. All of these freaking Episode 9, freaking Rise of Skywalker, they didn't even have no plan. They had nothing. They couldn't come up with anything creative, anything new, or anything special. All I can just tell you, you just wanted to make a mindless action Star Wars movie with no coherent plot, no story that made sense, or anything that could have made sense. So all I can just tell you, this is the worst Star Wars movie I've ever seen. This is even more worse than all the other movies that they said that were worse. This is even more worse. This is way, way worse. But either way, that ends today's video. So with that being done and said, if you like what I do with my videos, click where it says, well, you want to see more of what I've done, click where it says an Alex Holiday Film Epic Production. So, well, let me just put it to you like this. You see this, click on it, and you'll see more of my stuff I've done recently. And, as always, Vertical Spy, outro. Oh! One last thing I'd like to mention. This weekend, Saturday, I will be attending Comic-Con, aka the Fan Expo here in Boston this weekend. So, what am I going to be dressing as? As my picture with Bryce Dallas Howard from last year, this is what I'm dressing as. So with that being done and said, once more again, Vertical Spy, outro. And one last comment I want to mention. The person you see in the end of this video is the real Steve Blum. Voice of Spike, Tom, and many other voice acting characters he's done. So, definitely listen to him when he says, Steve?
Yo, Steve Blum here, voice of Spike Spiegel. Remember to subscribe and get vertical.